Okay, it's 9 o'clock. We will get started. Okay, we still have 3 more weeks to go, including this week. 3 more weeks to go. Okay, and we are in right now. We'll start Unit 5. We'll start Unit 5. The impact of computing. Okay, impact of computing. Impact of computing is a more society-related topic. So let's go back to review the so-called AP computer science principle. So the major principle we talk about, the principle that related to computer science will be data, right? Data, computer, and the internet, right? That's another piece. And the third piece is programming, okay, problem solving, programming. So these three major pieces is the cornerstone for the computer science, okay? And then beyond this would be its impact on society. Okay, its impact on society. That's why we have this Unit 5 in the here. Okay, we have in Unit 5 in here. It's global impacts. Okay, global impacts. So Unit 5 we divided into 2 parts: internet impact, and the second part is the lecture 12, the ASIC and NSIC and the internet security. Okay, and we have 3 weeks, so we will cover this 2 lectures, and then the third week I will try, if we still have time, I will try to go over one set of the practice exam by the college book. So go through the whole set one by one, each problem, and then have discussion on it. Okay, detailed review on problem solving skills. That would be if we still have time. Okay, if we still have time. Let's get started. So today we will be on this lecture 11, the internet impacts. Is a unified impact of computing. So the big idea of the AP computer science, there are 7 major big ideas. Okay, kata. Okay, peak. Okay, this is creativity, abstraction. Okay, data and information, algorithm, programming, internet, and global impact. So right here, this one more related to the last 2 topics. It is in the 7 big idea in computer science. So it would cover how the society being impacted by computing devices and how can we help mitigate some of these harmful effects. Okay, and in fact, every invention you will have beneficial effect and you may have harmful effect. Okay, it will be come together. Both of the effect will come together. And this unit 5, probably about 10 questions. Okay, so 70 questions, about 10 of them will be on this unit. Okay, there are several things. So this whole unit, there are a lot of vocabulary, and there's no unique idea. So basically, this one, how to study is that you need to understand each of the topic. Okay, each one of the topic: digital divide, computing bias, crowdsourcing, censorship, network neutrality, netizen. Okay, netizenship, internet engineering task force. This different topic, we need to go one by one, and then go into the topic and then study it. Okay, so there's no, because it's actually it is discussing your data, your programming, your internet, and its impact on our society. So there's no unique view of what are the topic in this whole unit. Okay, and actually, the way to study is to remember each of these different vocabulary and what do they mean. Okay, what do they mean? And then second part, the lecture 12, same thing. There are more topic coming up. There are more topics coming up, and those vocabularies, you still need to remember legal issues, safe computing, authentication, encryption. Okay, these different words need to be covered. Okay, in the second part. So today we are on the first part. Okay, on the first part we are on these different vocabulary of the global impacts. And they are beneficial and harmful effect, okay? Things just coexist. You cannot say that, okay, I have certain invention and it is always good and no harmful effect, no big drawbacks, okay? That's not possible. Every invention may come with some beneficial points and some harmful effect. So think about the activity that make up today, day-to-day life, okay, going to school, shopping, working, eating, and so on. Increasingly, computing innovation may come to play a role in more and more of this activity. A new innovation come out, people will change how they go about their day-to-day business to take advantage of the new technology, which will lead to new societal trend and even more new technology to take advantage of that. Okay, so there are some advantage you can actually get. Computing innovation has fostered progress and creativity in many ways. So basically, it helps your productivity to be higher, creativity to be higher. And then, okay, and then, but it will also bring in some more problem. Okay, so okay, so this part, okay. So this one, the new computing device, okay, with potential add to both medical and engineering fields, such as 3D printing, okay, 3D printing. So 3D printing can actually replace a lot of old days mall building, okay. So in the old day, if you need to build a certain product, for example, plastic product, okay, you need to make using metal to make a mold, okay. Okay, even it's a face mask or something, you need to make a mold and then peel your plastic into it to make the plastic. But 3D printing, it may actually change the way we do manufacturing, okay, and may change the way we do design and invention as well. So 3D printing is one of the fields that actually very promising right now. And this 3D printing actually is one branch for robotics, okay. Robotics has a use in commercial purpose in manufacturing, also in military use, okay. 3D printing is also one of them. 3D printing, actually, you are controlling your printing head, right? And the material that actually try to build your product. So 3D printing actually is one of the branch in robotics. Okay, but this one, that it come always with only beneficial effect and no harmful effect? No, it may not, okay? It may actually have some harmful effect. Beneficial effect, we can see that actually rapid prototyping, and then it will also shorten the development time, and also can be used to debug easier, okay? These are the advantage. The drawback may be cost may go higher. Cost may go higher. That's one problem it may come with. Second, may waste maybe waste material or maybe save material. We don't know. Okay, but there might be some effect like that. Okay. Okay, so targeted advertising. So World Wide Web was invented in 1989. Okay, this is another topic, World Wide Web. Okay, so World Wide Web actually connect people together. So it actually is better, okay, and easier way. Okay, but they are also bringing some problems such as targeted advertisement. Okay, so the business will actually collect your personal information and feed a lot of information to you. Okay, feed a lot of information to you. Machine learning and data mining greatly benefit many fields, but their findings are also susceptible bias, so they will have problem with bias. Okay, and then intentionally contribute to discrimination. This one is very true. Okay, this one is very true. This one is very true right now. Okay, so bias is everywhere on our internet. Okay, bias is very everywhere on our internet. And wrong data model may also create it. Okay, wrong data model may create it as well. So one thing is that you may create scam. Okay, you may create scam email such as target advertisement. Okay, you can generate some garbage. Okay, on internet. Second, you may create bias. Bias may be also another big effect you may see. Okay. And then sometimes cyberbullying, identity theft. Okay, these are some topics that may also be harmful. Okay, and responsible programmers try to look at the big picture when it comes to computing innovation they create. This actually pretty hard. Okay, I don't think the programmer is able to stop themselves and look at the big picture and stop the creation. Okay, so usually this one, I don't agree with this word programmer here. I would say the product manager or the company leader need to see, okay, if their product is not really beneficial to the society or will create a fundamental harmful effect, then that need to be stopped. Okay, that need to be stopped. Okay, that need to be stopped. For example, one thing is that this thing I think everybody may agree, is SAT needed or not, right? So this topic actually have been floating in the internet since the pandemic era, right? And a lot of people discuss this one, and whether SAT really needed or not, it actually is a question, right? It actually is a question. But we do see people who has SAT 1300 something get into Stanford. Okay, it's not very odd right now. This year we do see a lot of students got admitted at 1340, 3 AP they get into Stanford. Okay, and why is that? Why is that? What's wrong with our system, and why we allow this to happen? Okay, so this is a question, and also, what really does it mean by equality, right? Equality. What really does it mean by equality? And apparently, as to abolish the SAT before the whole policy is mature, it is a best thing. Okay, so MIT would actually reinstate SAT next year. Since 2023, they will start to require SAT again, right? But on the internet 2 years ago, like class 2021, I would say the whole internet said that no SAT, right? One-sided opinion that SAT is bad. And nobody would like to voice out nobody actually speak for SAT at all. Okay, so we do see a lot of students who has a big deficiency in math, but they got admitted to some school that they don't deserve it. Okay, well, the topic is not today we are not actually trying to criticize SAT, whether they should be there or not. We are talking about the problem with internet. Okay, internet. Bias, right? We talk about bias and we talk about social effect. We talk about harmful effect. Okay, these are some topics we will talk about. I just pick SAT as an example, okay? And when will SAT come back? Some school will use it next year. Some school may take longer year to figure it out. Okay, and we don't know when will it come back. But certainly, the decision to go test optional or test blind 2 years ago apparently is not a mature decision. Okay, not a mature decision. Okay, however, although they do their best, okay, at the end of the day, it's just not possible for programmer to predict all the way the computing innovation could be used. Okay, so programmer can only do whatever they can do, try to deliver the code. Okay, but there are a lot of things that we actually don't know. Okay, we actually don't know. Programmer don't know, or even politicians even don't know. Okay, they can only see whatever they see right now. They don't know what's the effect 2 years later, 20 years later, or even 200 years later. Okay, so it's important to know that the effect of computing innovation are up for debate. So this one is the nature. Okay, no matter how good is your invention, and they are up to debate. Okay, they are up to debate. So for one example, okay, that why this whole thing, computing innovation is up to debate. So there's one issue. Okay, so let's see, self-driving car. Should they be allowed or not? Okay, should they be allowed or not? Let me ask one person. Okay, let's see. This time let me pick in the middle. Okay, Michelle Wen. Okay, Michelle. Let me ask you this question. Hello, hear me? What are the advantages for self-driving car?
Like, you don't have to drive yourself, so you get more freedom, and you
get
can
more freedom,
do more
right?
things.
So some people actually try to make instant noodle and eating while driving. Is that good?
I mean, it saves you time.
It saves time, so you can actually eat instant noodle while you are driving because the car is self-driving. Yes or no, right? This one actually very difficult to say, because you already designed a self-driving car, but should you allow people to drink coffee or actually eat the instant noodle? Well, the car is driving itself, right? And I pay no attention to it, and I even can sleep, right? Why not? Why not? Right? Why not? Why yes or why not? Actually, this one is very philosophical. Why yes or why not? Right? It's very philosophical. I just bring up this issue so you can actually think about it deeply. Okay. So this one actually Nathan, yeah. Okay. Hello, hi Nathan.
Yeah.
Why not? I ask you why not. If you are the offense side, you try to criticize this topic. So why you should not allow people to eat instant noodle or sleep while the self-driving car is going on?
Because if there's like a glitch in the program or something, then if you're sleeping, you can't like take over the car and you'll just crash.
Yeah, and then how can you trust it since it had defect? So why we can trust it? You know what I'm saying? If the self-driving car's algorithm, we know that they may be bug or they may have glitch. So in the first place, we cannot even trust it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here it brings up a very philosophical problem. In what degree we can trust the self-driving car, and in what degree we will not? Okay, that's a problem. Right? Actually, it's a problem. So how about Ryan? Ryan Wu, can you add something here? Your own opinion. Okay, these are open topic. I don't have yes or no, and I do not want to give you yes or no on the topic. It actually is open discussion. So here I try to bring up the issue so that you understand that this topic actually very philosophical, very difficult to decide, and actually it's a value system. How you actually look at it, your own value. Okay, I cannot change your decision or your opinion. Okay. How about Ryan? Do you have your own opinion? Hello, hear me? No. How about Michael? Michael, hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. So how about your opinion? Should we allow people to drive while sleep while self-driving car is going on?
I don't think so. Be-
Okay, you don't think so?
oh yeah, are we talking about how like self-driving, like theoretically perfect self-driving?
There's no theoretical perfect driving or not. I'm talking about your opinion.
Okay, my opinion is no, because self-driving there will always be mistakes that human can like override.
Yeah, but should you allow people to sleep while driving?
No.
No. Okay, your opinion is no. Okay, good. Okay, here I don't think that there's only one opinion. Okay, I do not try to say you should go through a yes or no, vote it on yes or no. Okay, this one is a philosophical problem. But what I can provide right now is self-driving car. Number one. Okay, number one, neural network. Okay, or any AI. Okay, for face recognition or vision, computer vision, or fingerprint scanning, or anything that actually done by AI, there's no such thing as 100%. Any algorithm, you can say 99.99%, but there's nothing that can claim 100% accurate. Okay, these are facts. And usually, if you can have 95% recognition rate, that already be considered high. Okay, so basically, neural network is not 100% perfect. Okay, that's one fact. These are facts. Okay. Second, even if they recognize 100%, okay, they recognize 100%, but there's one problem. Okay, they may be some people do some drawing. Okay, so for example, some people on the road they draw this a pee hole, right? But it's actually a drawing. But using computer to look at it is like really there's a hole. Okay, and then what will happen is that this car, self-driving car, may go off road to actually go around it. Okay, if that happens, that is a big effect. If the car actually really come to here and stop and check, that would be better. Using human to check it will be better. Okay, so this one actually is also another problem. So I'm listing down facts that actually is very hard to decide, right? Or even today, a lot of college admission, okay, say UCLA this year got 150,000 applicants, okay? Do they really have the time to read your essay? I would say no. They don't have that many people to do it. So the first thing is that they scan your phone and then sort it into different groups. And then they use a scanner to scan it and using AI program to read the keywords, okay? Just like what they did when company try to recruit people, okay? So this will have the AI bias to make some mistakes sometimes, okay? So these are some big effects about our computer technology, okay? About our computer technology. So here today, we are talking about a good point and bad point regarding the so-called internet. So we will go into a few topics first, okay? So the first thing I would like to look at is let's look at the crowdsourcing, the topic of crowdsourcing first. Okay, let's look at this one, crowdsourcing first. And we'll go one by one. Okay, let's look at the crowdsourcing first. Okay, crowdsourcing. So crowdsourcing, what is crowdsourcing? Crowdsourcing is actually the rise of internet led to the rise of amount of data and human capital available to researchers. Okay, the free flow of the data and information make identifying and solving problems easier. Okay, so basically you have the internet and then solve problem can be easier. Okay, and one of the way to do it is using crowdsourcing. Okay, So crowdsourcing, okay, you need to understand it by these two words, crowd and sourcing, okay? Crowd and sourcing. So first, what is sourcing, okay? What is sourcing? Okay, this word seems to be very easy, okay? How about Jiang, what is sourcing? Hello, hi Jiang, hear me?
Me?
Yes, Jiang.
Sourcing is basically like finding out where something comes from, or like grouping something together, or grouping something in a specific place.
No, there's no grouping something together, no. Sourcing doesn't mean it.
No, well, I also said like it means like finding where something comes from, right?
Finding something come from, okay, close, but not exactly, okay. Let me check another one. How about Emma? Okay, Emma, how do you define sourcing?
Sourcing is like taking information and like crowdsourcing, you're like taking information from like a crowd of people, like a
Okay,
population.
taking information, okay. Okay, this word that's defined. Actually, sourcing is actually, if you go to a company, sourcing is a special word, okay, special word. It means acquisition, okay. To be simple, it's just how to get it, how to buy it, including buying, including getting it, okay. Buying is also one of the way, okay. Acquisition, how can you get it? Find a source, yes, find a source. So I say finding a source is one of the, so sourcing is essentially getting whatever you need, okay, getting whatever you need. So getting whatever you need is like, okay, what do you really need, okay? What do you really need as a company, or as a student, or as a organization? What do you really need? Number one, money, okay? So crowdsourcing actually may involve money. And when crowdsourcing source money, it also calls crowdfunding. Okay, maybe people. Okay, crowdsourcing may try to get people. Okay, so this one is actually or talent. Okay, or talent. And crowdsourcing may also try to find solution. Okay, so these are something that you want to get. Okay, and sourcing, the word sourcing is trying to get these different things. Okay, so crowdsourcing is a term that you go to internet. Okay, or you go to somewhere you don't know, but actually getting it. Okay, so crowdsourcing is a term that you try to get something from internet. You source from it. Okay, so when a company try to get their bio material, okay, bio material, so it's actually there's a sourcing. Okay, we call it sourcing. When a company try to get their bio material, so company sourcing department. Okay, so there's a procurement and sourcing. Okay, this is actually under one department. Okay, procurement is in a company you try to buy something as procurement. Okay, there's another one called sourcing. So here we have a definition of what is procurement, what is sourcing. So sourcing. Okay, let's actually look at this reading here. Okay, so sourcing is the stage that comes before any purchase is made. So you can buy something, you can actually try to fundraising, you can do anything what you want to do, okay? And can be considered as a subsection of procurement. So buying is one thing. It's a key important is to buy it, okay? So say let's assume that we have iPhone, right? We have iPhone. We try to buy iPhone GPU, okay, whatever. And we might to use a Wi-Fi, okay, Wi-Fi unit. We might need to actually get its speaker, okay. And we actually also need to buy the Bluetooth unit, okay. So Apple's iPhone sourcing department, they need to figure out where do they get all of these, right? So for example, their CPU, okay, they may decide to self-design, okay, self-design. So they may design their own M1. So they don't want to get it from Intel, right? So that's one way to do sourcing. So sourcing in the idea is the how you get it, okay? And the GPU, they may want to get it from NVIDIA, okay? I'm making this one up, okay? Actually, they didn't. But they may want to get some from some company. Wi-Fi, they may want to get the RF module from Skywalk, okay? So something like that, okay? You determine where your components should come from. That's called sourcing. And procurement is only one part of it, okay? Procurement is also only one part of it. So crowdsourcing really means that you try to get your resource from internet. So one of the example is someone like GoFundMe, okay? So GoFundMe, you actually raise the fund from internet, okay? You raise the fund from internet. And last time I talked about it, hackathon is also one way to do sourcing, okay? You don't have solution, okay? You don't have solution, so you actually go to internet, you hold a hackathon, okay? And then you try to find solution by giving the topic and people submit their design, and you actually can learn from it. This is actually another way to do sourcing if you don't have solution. So people source money, source actually components, source design, a lot of things from you actually source from internet, okay, from internet or from unknown people, okay. So this we call it crowdsourcing. So sourcing is a word that you try to get something, okay, try to get something. And what? And the spirit of collaboration of the internet can foster extended larger and more formal system as well, okay? And we know it as citizen science and crowdsourcing. So crowdsourcing is a word that you use to talk about how you get something, okay? Citizen science is that, okay, you utilize a big crowd to solve your problem. That's called citizen science, okay? So here we have some example of the citizen science. So Christmas bird, okay, every winter, the Audubon Bird Society hosted the Christmas bird count, okay? So they have the volunteer to go out to a certain region to count birds, okay, and collect the data. So this one is one sourcing that, okay, some of you say it's information, yes. So a person over here, he counts some bird, and this locality, he counts some bird. Another person actually here, it actually also counts some bird, okay? So the information got gathered together to someone to do final data analysis. Okay, analysis. So here you source information, yes. So sometimes it's sourcing the information, okay. Sometimes it's actually sourcing the information. Sometimes you source the money. Sometimes you source the talent, okay. It depends, okay. And citizen science is the citizen without special training can contribute their input, okay. Okay, anyway, so National Geography lists down wide range of citizen science project, so people can contribute, okay. So people can contribute. Okay, so this is crowdsourcing is a practice of getting, okay, keyword getting, okay, the sourcing is getting, okay, sourcing is getting. Large amount of input can be money, can be information, can be talent, can be solution, can be algorithm, can be anything. or information from people or on the internet. Okay, so citizen science is one example of crowdsourcing. But crowdsourcing can take other forms. Okay, so crowd means public. Okay, or the feedback from people. Okay, so so this is actually crowdsourcing for unemployment. Okay, Uber, Airbnb. Okay, they actually crowdsource their labor force of driver and renters. Okay, so renter drivers are also resource, so they can do crowdsourcing. Okay, and another special form is crowdfunding. Okay, crowdfunding like GoFundMe, Kickstarter. Okay, Patreon. Okay, this allow people to raise money for all manner of causes. Okay, so crowdsourcing just means getting money. Okay, getting labor. Okay, getting resource like a renter of a house. Okay, everything is called crowdsourcing. Is that okay so far? Hello, is that okay so far? Okay, so crowdsourcing now, next topic, okay, we talk about crowdsourcing. So it depends on what? It depends on one thing that's called Netizen, okay, Netizen. So Netizen is a citizenship on internet, we call it Netizen, okay. So internet citizenship, we call it Netizen. So Netizenship actually really means that internet is for everyone and by everyone. Okay, so people participate in internet, so they can contribute idea. They can also get resource from internet. Okay, so it is both interesting and important to know that people, protocol, and rule by which internet traffic are covered but not owned by any government or business. Okay, so basically, internet is public. Okay, it's not designed or being dominated by some government or some business. Okay, some country may not. Okay, some country may not. So some country they do have government to control everything, even firework for the nation. Okay, but here we are talking about general case in the democratic countries. Okay, the internet protocol and the rules are not owned or controlled by any government. Okay, so there's a good people called a citizen engineer dedicated to keep internet free, open, and robust for all. Okay, so this one we call it a Netizen. So here, citizenship including the duty, rights, and freedom. Okay, and we apply the citizenship to internet. So equality, justice, and diversity. So we apply it to internet. It becomes this whole thing. Okay, a internet netizen needs to be digital literacy. You must know how to talk on internet. Okay, how to use computer, how to use network. Let's go digital literacy. Second, cyber safety skills, so security and ethical problem. Okay, this one. Third one is the curriculum value and key competence. So these three things combined give you the educate a person to become a digital citizen. Okay. Okay, this one is the simple digital citizen. So citizens share the same duty, responsibility, and freedom on internet. Okay. So one of the example is the internet engineering task force. Okay, so this one internet engineering task force. There are two actual branches. One is called internet engineering task force. The other one is called internet research task force. Okay, so these two actually is under internet society. There's a board. Okay. And this actually, everybody can volunteer to become one of them, okay? Become one of them. So the issue actually is related to protocol or existing standard. this belong to the internet engineering task force. Okay, if it's actually a new idea or project or something that not ready for protocol, it actually belong to the internet research task force. But either one of these actually are run by volunteers. Okay, it doesn't run by a certain government or something. So who develop the protocol? So who make the final decision? Who are in charge? Okay, so internet is a collection of citizens, which is say netizen, and volunteers interested in defining the standard, who form a volunteering organization called Internet Engineering Task Force. Okay, so Internet Engineering Task Force is one of the branches in the so-called Internet Society. And Internet Society have two branches. One is doing standard making and the protocol making. The other one is doing the research project. Okay, so these two are different. But the one doing engineering work is called IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force, and is responsible for making the protocols. Okay, and they are a group of volunteers, people, and to work. Okay, so internet is designed for everyone, by the everyone, and for the everyone. Okay, it's internet. Okay, this portion is so-called netizen. Okay, so because of this, actually, it comes another issue called network neutrality. Okay, so internet should be neutral. Okay, so this neutral right here is not, it's not something like, okay, it's not something like, okay, Democrat versus Republican. Okay, it's not something like that. Okay, it's not rich versus poor. It's not rich, actually left versus right. Okay, it's actually not something like that. Here, neutrality really means what? It should be free access. Free access means, okay, I'm on internet, I should be allowed to use whatever on internet. Okay, that's called new network neutrality. Okay, so this thing on the left side actually is wrong. Okay, so internet doesn't, you should not provide something like, okay, you get $5 per month, you get access to Facebook, Twitter, and Line. Okay, you should not have that. Okay, you should actually allow people to get everything without actually classify them into different level. Okay, and also charge them different money. If you do that, that's not neutrality. They should already be biased. Okay, so you should treat everybody on the internet in the same way. Okay, not like, okay, Comcast has faster lane. Okay, and AT&T has medium lane, and then everyone else actually are slower. This is not neutrality. Any questions so far? Hello, any questions so far? Okay, so today we talk about a few topics. We get started from what is crowdsourcing. Okay, how is the use of internet, and what is citizenship. Okay, and then how a protocol being developed. Okay, and then neutrality. Okay, and then neutrality. Okay, these are a few different topics. Okay. So the next one we will talk about. Next one we will actually talk about what we finish this different one. Netizen. Okay. Next one we'll talk about computing bias. Okay. We cover about computing bias. Okay. So computing bias we have discussed throughout the guideline. Okay. Computing innovation can reflect existing bias. Okay. Bias can be embedded at all levels of development. Okay, from the brainstorming phase to the work done after release. Okay, this bias is everywhere. Okay, I should say bias is everywhere. This can take form of bias written into algorithm itself, or bias in the data use. Okay, So it can come from the data you created or even built into the algorithm. Okay. Okay, and this actually can be the bias. So for example, like, okay, if you actually ask people, okay, some opinion, okay, some opinion such as should SAT be abolished? Okay, if this question you ask, say, let's just say that you ask this SAT issue. Okay, if you ask a group of people, they are Asian parents. Okay, I would say a lot of Asian parents would say no, maybe 80%. Okay, say no. If the question you ask this group of people, they would say no. Okay, if you ask another group of people, they may give you a different response, right? So basically, source of data, source of survey, where the data come from, may already has a bias, may already have bias. Not to mention that actually data itself has bias. Just the source of data may have bias. Okay. Hello, any questions so far? So we talk about the data science, okay? And data source will have bias. Data source may have bias. Okay. And then you are applying college. So you fill out your application form. Okay. And then there's people look at your common app. Okay. And you may also use a correlation form. Okay. So common app allow you to do put down 15 APs, right? Correlation form only allow you to put 8 APs. Okay, Common App actually allows you to list down all your only 4 high school at most. Okay, and then no dual enrollment. If not, the dual enrollment is not established by your own high school and your local community college. Okay, if you just go to different community college and take courses that your high school do not agree on, then Common App doesn't allow it. Correlation form, yes, you can list down as many high schools as you want. You can list down as many dual enrollment as you want. So what? The design of the form also have bias. So data source has a bias. Who you ask from actually has bias. Form by itself has bias. Is that okay? By Emma, is that okay?
Yeah.
That also has bias, okay? That also has bias. So form design by itself can have bias. And whichever form you would like to choose, that depends, okay? Some people may have many AP, they may prefer Common App. Some people who actually never take any AP, they may prefer correlation form, okay? And which one better, we don't know, because we really don't know which every college's own internal algorithm, how they decide it. Okay, this one actually, from data source, they have bias. Form has a bias. Okay, now enter into the so-called system. And then colleges start to look at your form. College look at your form, okay? So now, the same applicant. So now let's assume that here there's an engineering student. Okay. And this engineering student submit an application form. You go to MIT, right? So you get to MIT, and MIT's rule is like 50% boys and 50% girls, right? Okay, if you go to UC Berkeley, and then in engineering school, okay, this one 70% boys and actually 30% girls. Okay, and they are biased. Okay, they are biased. Okay, this data I actually get it from internet. Okay, so that's the final result they get. Okay, after application, they really get this. So is that fair? 50% boys and 50% girl is fair? We don't know, right? If Berkeley's a way that actually have 70% boy and 30% girls, that's fair? We don't know. Okay, and in fact, people apply to MIT would have 1-to-3 ratio of the girl versus boy. Okay, so if their admission is 50-50, then usually girl has a 3-to-1 advantage over boy. Okay, that's actually, if we look at its admission result, girl has a 3-to-1 advantage because boy has 3 times of the applicants. Okay, in this way, we'll say maybe Berkeley's engineering school is more reflecting the population of the applicants. Okay, no more reflecting the population of the applicants. Okay, here I try not to take side. Okay, I cannot say whether MIT's way is better or Berkeley's way is better. I just try to explain the data. Okay, try to explain the data. So that's the way it is. Okay, here, okay, again, it had bias. Which way is the best way to do it? We don't know. They make decision based on whether they actually gender blind, okay, or gender actually being a factor in the admission. That really depends on the school policy, okay, but they do have bias. This is also an algorithmic bias. Okay, racial group also have bias. First generation or non-first generation, that also has a bias. Okay, legacy also has a bias. So nowadays, our college application system, I would say, is flawed. Okay, full of all kind of bias in the college application. That's why it's so difficult right now. Okay, that's why it's so difficult right now. But it's full of all kind of bias. Okay, and what is the best format? The bias-free. I don't think there is any person who can come up with a perfect system. Okay, so we can only see in the future how things will get improved. Okay, how things can get improved. But bias is everywhere. It can be from the data source. It can be in the form design. It can be the decision rules. Okay, they are everywhere. Okay, they are everywhere. Okay, for example, criminal risk assessment tool are used to determine the chance whether a defendant will reoffend or commit to another crime. Okay, so this one I would say maybe this one more against the black people. Okay, I think black people have disadvantage over here. People based on the historical data would make such a error to make the wrong decision. Okay, maybe. So now that we come to the AI. Okay, we come to the AI. So AI try to actually look at students' pattern, or he got the application form, right? Common App form. So Common App form being sent to an AI. Okay, AI, and AI has machine learning. Okay, machine learning. Okay, machine learning, and AI actually also has past historical data set. Okay. So by the way you write your application form, AI actually trying to make decision whether this guy will eventually enroll in USC or not. Okay, so for example, this system is used by USC. And then they use based on the past historical data to assess the chance of these guys attending USC. And after calculation, it do machine learning, okay, and then it said that, okay, 20%. And then USC decided to reject him. Okay, decided to reject him because put him on the wait list because by his pattern, his data pattern, very likely this guy will, if you give them the admission, he only had 20% will join the university. So USC may decide, okay, let's actually put him on the wait list. Okay, that's because that they use past historical data to determine. But in fact, this person may have 99.99% will join USC. But because of historical data, so historical data, machine learning may also have bias. May also have bias. Okay. And that will also be a stereotype. Okay. So for example, it may give people the wrong impression of Japanese people like sushi. Okay. This may be commonly true, but you cannot use that to make decision on each individual person's eating habit, just because the historical data suggests that. Okay, but this actually is commonly seen error made by machine learning because of historical data say this. Okay, so the person will have a tendency of becoming this. That is wrong assessment. Okay. So AI do have learning data pattern also have a bias, Okay, so it can come from the source, okay, source of the data. It can come from your phone design. It can come from your decision rule. It may also come from your machine learning model. Okay, these are all possible source of the computing biases. Okay. Okay, usually if in the exam, it talk about more about the racial issue or classes, social classes. Okay, you need to look at these two different issues more. Okay, so algorithm might also be trained on a data set. Okay, on a data set that aren't as diverse as they have been. Okay, so for example, you actually train your data set based on Asian SAT. Okay, so on the average, it may be 1350. Okay, and then 75% is 1500. Okay, lower actually 25% maybe 1150. Okay, so if you train the data by Asian, it's like this. If you train the data by another racial group, say black people, maybe 1350 is top 75%. Maybe 1150 is the mean, okay? 950 is the lower 25%. So that may have bias. Okay, I'm just making up an example, may not be true, okay? May not be true. But that data set may also have bias, okay? May also have bias. Okay, this is an issue, okay? So people can take steps to combat these bias, but they can be mindful of the potential for bias, okay? Making sure that their data is as unbiased and representative as possible, okay? This is not only good for a program itself, but also for a society, okay, as a whole. So one of the reasons why actually SAT being abolished is because that people keep saying that SAT is not fair, okay? Favoring the rich people, okay? I think this statement actually is not really true. Yes, you look at the primary income versus the SAT score. Maybe there is a positive relationship, correlation, right? Yes, they may have this particular correlation, but you may also look at SAT versus the number of hours study. It may actually show similar characteristic. Okay, so you cannot use the dollar versus SAT to interpret that. Okay, the dollar by itself is a only and deterministic actually determining factor in the SAT score. Okay, if you look at the hour of work that people spend, it may also have the same correlation. So SAT favor rich people may not be true. I would say SAT favor hardworking people. Okay, if you also look at that, I can argue for that. Okay, I can actually argue for that if you really do study for it. Okay, hi Malcolm, is that okay? Hello. Any opinion? I just give an example. Okay, my statement may be wrong. Okay, my statement may be wrong. My observation is that SAT score really related to how hard you work sometimes. Okay. Okay, and then next one is the topic of digital divide. Okay, digital divide. Digital divide, last time we actually looked at one of the video talking about digital divide. Okay, so digital divide refer to the gaps between those who have easy access to the internet and technology and some don't. Okay, so usually this actually is happening because of the geographical issue. Okay. Okay, this actually is one problem. Okay, this is actually one problem. I recently had one student. Okay, there's one student I'm teaching right now. Actually, his high school is over the so-called CETA course. Okay, high school, Iowa. Okay, and it's a course category. Okay, catalog. Okay, this is high school actually. CETA 4. Okay, CETA 4. Okay, this should be CETA 4. I spell it wrong. Okay, so anyway, this high school I have one student over here. Okay, and I look at their AP courses. So this high school, in fact, even this year they don't have AP CSP. They don't have AP CSA. They don't have any one of these. Okay. They don't have any of the AP. In fact, they do have industrial technology. Okay. They do have this the so-called industrial technology. And they are teaching CNC programming. Okay. I don't know why this high school need to teach CNC programming. Okay. And what is CNC programming? CNC is a computer numerical control. Okay, so they are actually teaching you how to use rows, machinery, 3D machine. So they are only teaching you the manufacturing side of programming, and they don't have any AP at all. Okay, so that's actually digital divide. Okay, they just actually teach students in Idaho. I'm sorry, not Idaho, Iowa. In Iowa State about the manufacturing related topic. Okay, they don't care about whether they need to use computer or not. Okay, this one actually in one of the high school in Iowa. Okay, so this is actually digital divide. Okay, they don't provide courses that people usually offer in Bay Area. Okay, that's actually a digital divide. Okay, so far, we still have 49% of the high school in US. Okay, no computer courses. You may be surprised, okay, but in the US, we still have half of the school do not provide any computer courses. So that actually is a digital divide. Okay, let's go digital divide. So digital divide is not only it's a regional problem, it's also it's a international problem. Okay, there's a country versus country differences. Okay, every country can be different. Okay, every society can be different. Okay. So for example, okay, there are still 21 million of the people don't have reliable and high-speed internet. Okay, there's still 49% of the high school do not offer computer courses as of 2021. Okay, as of 2021, we still have half of the high school do not offer the computer courses. Okay. So here, as you can see that the blue one means that actually have more internet. Okay, so you can see that East Asia very heavily and Europe, Western Europe, okay, North America. Okay, these are few regions that actually have higher internet usage. Okay, so some location like Africa, I would say almost no computer. Okay. Oh, that's a digital divide. Okay, digital divide. People do not have the equal chance to access their internet. Okay, so that come from the geographical issue, they come from their social, economical status. Okay. And digital divide reflect and raise the issue of the equality, access, and influence globally and locally. Okay, globally and locally. This is called digital divide. Okay. Okay, this is digital divide, and then the more important things you need to know is that, okay, with the fact that there is a digital divide, how can you do to reduce it? Okay. This is very important, okay, very important topic, okay. Not only for AP, CSP courses and exam, you can actually also try to found a club or actually try to get some activity or campaign to help to reduce the digital divide, okay. Some students do teach computer for poor kids, okay, so that actually is an important topic, okay. Next one, we'll talk about another one that actually very important is the censorship, okay. Censorship. Before we go into censorship, let's talk about four different topics, okay. Fake news, spying, mind control, and censorship, okay. Before we talk about each different topic, I will have to say everything here is very subjective, okay, subjective. So you may not agree with my point. That's okay. We are just doing discussion, okay. You don't have to agree with my viewpoints, okay. So now we have fake news, spying, mind control, and censorship, okay. So let me see, Alex, okay. Hi, Alex. I have a question for you. So can you give me an example of what is a fake news?
Fake news?
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just like like news on the internet that's like made up in a way.
Made of wrong information.
Yeah, like facts that are like made
Okay,
up.
can you actually give some example that some fake news you received so far or recently?
I think in maybe in Russia they called
Russia,
the
yeah. Mhm.
invasion of they call it like some kind of mission rather than like an all-out invasion or war.
Yeah,
that
yeah,
could
yeah.
be
Okay,
fake.
that actually is well, that actually is fake. They call the war actually is against a Nazi, right?
Yeah,
That actually maybe is that actually is not fake news. I would say that's more like the other term, that more like a mind control. Okay. So fake news is something like, okay, they say that they conquered the city of the Mariupol, okay, but they didn't. You know what I'm saying? They still have some resistance over there. So you can say that that actually is a fake news. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Recently, they said that, okay, there's a cruiser ship and it bombed by Ukraine, okay? And Russians say that, no, it's not bombed by your missile. Actually, it's sink by itself, right? It actually has explosion on ship on board. Okay, and so far we actually don't know, okay? If the fact is that they are attacked by the Ukraine missile, then we can say that Russian news is fake news. Okay, so that actually is fake news. One thing is fake news. Fake news is someone who actually generates some fake news on purpose to make you believe something. Okay, so that's one example of fake news. Okay, let me choose another one. Okay, Nico Wei. Okay, so that. Okay, there are a lot of different fake news. So how about mind control? What is mind control?
It's like when people trying to like shape others like belief.
Mm-hmm. So can you give an example of mind control?
Like I don't really know an example.
You don't know about example. Okay. How about Taolu you? Okay. Can you give an example of the mind control or the describe what is mind control?
It's when some, I guess, organization or country tries to really control or limit what you will think or think.
Control the way you think. For example.
Oh, I mean, like you just mentioned, like the Russian one.
Yeah, that actually is one example. Can you give another one?
Maybe like propaganda from like World War II or World War One.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, another example is actually mind control is everywhere as well. Okay. Mind control number one, religion is mind control, right? Some people try to sell religion and that you believe that God is everywhere, right? Well, some people believe it, some people don't. Okay, I cannot say this. And some people say that they can prove that God is there. Some people cannot. Okay, right now we are discussing. Okay, if I offend somebody's religion, please excuse me. Okay, I mean we just doing discussion. So religion is one source of mind control. They want you to believe in something. Okay, and they are Christian, they are Buddhism, they are all kind of different religion on earth. Everybody try to control you, right? Religion is one thing. Money can also be controlling you, okay? Money can actually control you. Okay, another one, parents can be doing mind control on you, right? So they sell you SAT. If you don't take SAT, if you don't have high GPA, you're not going to go to high school. So mind control, in a way, they have good one and bad one. We cannot say mind control always bad or always good, okay? Sometimes if somebody don't push you, you never go to a better college, okay? But apparently some parents do control your mind, okay? Try to sell you all kind of things that you may not 100% agree at the time you are doing, okay? So for example, I teach my son to take SAT or actually take AP exam or go to dual enrollment. They may not agree with me, okay? They may not at the time they take it, okay? Maybe 2 years later, they realize that, okay, whatever I'm talking about 2 years ago is actually correct, okay? But parents try to control your mind. That's actually also true. We cannot say that it's not mind control. So everybody in the morning tell you, okay, you need to do this, that, okay, whatever. And that's one way to do mind control. But mind control sometimes is good for you, okay? For example, you're going to a Olympic competition. You need to be concentrated. You need somebody to push you. You need your coach to help you to be concentrated. So mind control maybe is good in some example like that, okay? So some mind control is bad, okay? For example, target advertisement is a bad mind control. Targeted advertisement, okay? So I don't need to get a PC, but I keep receiving advertisement from a certain PC or game maker, okay, game machine maker. They try to give me a lot of discount and let me believe that I need a computer. If I don't get a new computer, I'm going to be out of phase. Is that okay? That actually is one control, mind control. So fake news is used fake news to cheat people, okay? Make people believe. Mind control is another. Mind control sometimes is actually using 100% true news. But they just want you to focus on something or do something. That's called mind control. Is that okay? To achieve some people's agenda, okay? That is your mind control. Third one is spying, okay? So this one, let me have Trista, okay? Trista Jin, okay? Can you give an example of what is spying?
Like illegally recording down everything you're doing.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you're working and the work computer records like everything that you've been doing,
okay. Yeah,
or your purchases, I guess that, but like your maybe texting messages.
Mm-hmm. So the United States decided, okay, not to buy anything from Huawei, right? One of the reasons is that, okay, they keep complaining that Huawei's CPU or processor will ship back the information from the cell phone holders to the company, right? That's one example. We don't know that's true or not true, okay? But if that is true, that's actually one example of spying, okay? Fourth one is censorship, okay? This one, let me see, actually, Nathan, okay, Nathan, yeah, okay?
It's like preventing people from sending information
Yeah, sending information.
or like learning about certain things.
Yeah, prohibiting, yes, maybe, but the key point is that they try to look at whatever you are talking about before they allow you to send out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one example, okay, that's not talking about China right now. Okay, let's talk about another one, okay? So for example, recently we have a news. So Elon Musk trying to buy Twitter. Okay, so Elon Musk is trying to buy Twitter, and he won the 100% share of the Twitter. Okay, so one of his major reason is that he actually tried to promote 100% freedom of speech. Okay, it's very actually interesting. This company is right now is actually a public company. It's a public traded company. Okay, Twitter is a public traded company, but Elon Musk said that they don't have 100% freedom of speech, and he said that if we go private, and he will make it 100% freedom. Okay, well, this actually is very contradictory because isn't that usually a private-owned company is more easily to have a dictatorship, right? The owner just decided that actually you need to talk in this way or that way. Usually something like that, right? If a company being dominated by a person, then it's more likely to become no freedom of speech. But he's claiming that, okay, currently a public traded company, Twitter, do not have 100% freedom because I try to actually rescue them. So I want to buy 100% share of it, okay? And in fact, right now, I would say majority of the social media or even YouTube in US, they all have someone dominating it. They all have some sort of censorship, okay? They may not kick you out, but they may give you some warning sometime, okay? So censorship is everywhere, okay? And I would say maybe some country like China is more serious, okay? North Korea is more serious, but even the United States, same thing, is also very serious, okay? It can be everywhere. It can be everywhere. It can happen on anyone for the censorship, okay? So censorship is someone who try to pre-screen whatever you can send or you can read, okay? And that's called censorship, okay? So these 4 terms, you must remember that the difference and similarity among them, okay? These are all kind of different type of the censorship, we can say, okay? Fake news, mind control, spying, and also censorship, okay? These are 4 topics you need to learn, okay? So right now we finish this one, the lecture 11, okay? Let's continue for the legal issue, okay? For the legal issue and privacy issue, and we have a data security. I'll save it for the next week, okay? So let's continue this one. These are topics, okay? These are topics. So we continue to look at the legal and ethical concern, okay, intellectual property. Okay, there are 4 types of the legal properties: copyright, trademark, patents. Okay, let's talk about this first. Okay, let's talk about this first. So I'm going to bring up another slice. Okay. It's not in here. Okay, sorry for that. Let me check different slides. Okay, it should not in this one. Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot find it. Okay, it's okay. Use break to find it. Okay. So anyway, let's actually talk about the topic of the so-called intellectual property. Okay. So the intellectual property is another issue that's very important. Okay. Intellectual property. Okay, so here we have new term. One is called trademark. Okay. One is called copyright. One is called patent. Okay. So there are four kinds of intellectual properties. Okay. Four kinds of intellectual property. One is called trademark. Okay. One is called copyright. One is called patent. One is called trade secrets. Okay. Wait, let me ask you some student question. Okay. Okay, let me see. Emma, okay, Emma Zhong, let me ask you a question. Number one, what is intellectual property?
It's like something like you made. It's like your property, I guess.
Is a car intellectual property?
No,
But what is the example of the intellectual property?
like a research paper.
Research paper? Yes. What else?
Like
A book maybe, right?
Yeah.
A CD maybe, right? What else?
Like music or
Music, okay. So these different things you talk about right here actually all belong to one category called copyright. The rights on copies. A book is a copy. A research paper is a copy. A CD is a copy. So the rights on copy is called copyright. Is that okay? So intellectual property are beyond this. Copyright is only one of them. Okay. Copyright is only one of them. So here, let me see. Michelle Wynn. Okay. So what is trademark?
It's like a symbol that like helps you trade, I guess.
So Nike trademark is like this, right? That's actually the Nike's a trademark. So let me ask you a question, okay? It is okay that actually, let's see, in China, it's very funny, okay? So China do have this one, okay? It do have, there's a company called Sony in Japan, right? And some people actually create such thing. Okay, Sony is like this, okay? Sony like this. So in China, they do have a lot of things. They try to infringe the trademark, okay? They try, okay? They try to infringe the trademark. Okay, something like this, okay? It sounds very like in English, okay? But but the Chinese Coca-Cola actually should be like this, right? But they do have people actually try to have the whatever brand that is. So are these violating their trademark or not? Right? This is one issue. Are they violating their trademark or not? So here you have not this one. Okay, they actually is a actually Chinese actually is a Coca-Cola, but they call it 可日可乐, right? Actually, in the written form, it's very similar. Are they violating its trademark or not? Okay, this actually is an issue. Okay, trademark violation is another. Okay, but trademark is different from the so-called copyright. Copyright, you make a copy, people cannot use it if you don't permit them, right? How about trademark? What is the trademark really is? Can you say that my logo is like this, and you design another one in this way? Is that okay? Is that really okay or not okay? This one for Michelle Wen. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
No.
Yes or no, right? Yes or no? We don't know. If you actually had the lawsuit in China, I would say mostly it should be okay. They don't actually usually you don't win the trademark lawsuit in China, okay? Because they believe that, okay, I just make the mark different from you, so what's the big deal, right? But if this happened in US, I would say you'll be the trademark owner would actually win it. Usually something you cannot do trademark, okay? Something you cannot do trademark. So you cannot go in there and register Tiger Woods as a brand for golf club. That's not legal, okay? And US trademark office will not allow you to register Tiger Woods as a golf related product line, okay? So something existing, something being famous, or something who already been very famous in a certain field, even if you go to try to register trademark, they don't actually allow you to register it, okay? So trademark is some logo, yes, but if you don't register it, okay, say my name's Tiger Woods, and I don't register it, and people use my brand Tiger Woods, would that violate my trademark law? Yes, they still cannot register it, okay? So there are some trademark is registered trademark. You write down as a TR. Some of it is just a trademark, but they never register it. It's called TM. Both of them, they actually own the trademark property. Is that okay? In China, if you don't register, you don't have a trademark right. You don't have a trademark property, intellectual property. You don't, okay? So that's why Nike and some other company keep suing each other in China, and even Apple go into a lawsuit with other company in China, but they never win, okay? They never win because in China, the law is by registration. They don't honor whoever already been very famous in certain field. So the law for trademark is somewhat different in China and outside world, okay? In outside world, that's what there always is a trade war or problem with Chinese intellectual property system, okay? Trademark is one of them that actually they always has argument. Famous people or already known family name or something, you cannot register it for trademark. Even if you register it, you don't get it. As long as someone can give you a counterexample that their brand or their way of selling it already pre-exist before you do registration, your trademark will not be empowered. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? That's the law in US. Okay, that's the law in US. Okay, that's a trademark. Okay. And let me ask another person. Okay, trademark is the registration for a certain logo. Okay, and it's one kind of intellectual property. Copyright is the use of certain copy of the data or some book or some CD that we know. How about patent? Okay, patent. This one, let me ask. Ryan, are you there? Ryan Wu, are you there? Can you answer a question? Hello? I do hear you say something, but I don't hear you, okay? Maybe you mute your microphone or something. Or your volume is too low. Check it, okay? Let me see. I don't hear you, okay? Let me see. Okay, anyway, let me, Malcolm, okay? Malcolm, let me ask you this question. What is patent?
It's like something you get to like make something that you invented your own, and so nobody else can use it.
Mm-hmm. Something you invent is called patent?
No, like you get something for something you invent so that nobody else can like copy it.
No, that's not patent. Okay, that's not patent. Patent is not like that. Let me ask another person, okay? Hi, Alex. Hi, Alex. What's a patent? Patent is not something that is not something that you cannot use. Okay, patent is not that.
Kind of like this thing that you get to like verify that like wait kind of like a right that you get, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
some
the
sort
best-
of right. Yes, that's some sort of right. But we don't call it right. We don't call patent right. Copy we say is copyright, but patent we don't call it right. Okay, how about legal? Legal way, do you know? It's very hard to explain, I know, okay? Most of the people don't know. How about legal? Do you, what's the patent?
Is it like for the copyright pattern?
No, patent is not copyright. I say it's not right. Patent is not right,
I'm not sure.
okay? Patent is privilege, is not right. Patent is privilege. What else is privilege? In your real life, you know another thing that's actually privilege. It's not right. It's a driver license is privilege. Okay, now we define the difference between rights and privilege. You have the right to vote, right? You have the right to hire a lawyer to defend yourself. No matter who you are, you have the right. That's called right. Is that okay? I have my right to speak. I do have my right to defend myself. That actually is right. Privilege is different. Privilege is given. Driver license is given. So you check the DMV, they will say driving is a privilege. Driving is not a right. It doesn't mean that you're 20 years old, we should give you the right to drive no matter who you are. No, you have to take the driving written test. You have to take the road test before you got the privilege of driving. And your privilege of driving can be taken away if you violate a certain law, traffic law, and then they decided that, okay, this guy cannot be staying on the street anymore. So they will take away your privilege. Okay, patent in the same way is a privilege. Okay, so what privilege? You invent something Okay, you invent something, you decided to protect yourself, to file for patent. So that's a privilege. What kind of privilege? Exclusive right of sales is actually your privilege. Exclusive right to license to people to collect royalty is your privilege. So U.S. Patent Office, USPTO, okay, USPTO, U.S. Patent Office granted your privilege to sell certain product or to sell some royalty to people, so people can use your patent to produce product. Okay, and that's one kind of privilege. And the privilege we call it patent. The privilege to allow you 25 years of privilege to sell the product without other people to compete with you, or 75 years of the right to sell your product or collect royalty, such as Disney's logo. That actually is called privilege. It's actually a patent. That patent actually is a privilege that you can collect money, but you are not born with it, so it's not a right. Is that okay? You actually file your patent and they granted your patent, so you got a privilege to collect money. So patent is not something you don't allow people to use. Actually, vice is actually totally different. On the contrary, patent is you actually file your patent to allow people to use it, but you can collect money on it. That's called privilege. Is that okay? My Chang, is that okay? Hello, hear me?
Okay.
Is that clear?
Yeah.
So patent is something that I invent, but I would decided that I would like people to use it. But when they use my design invention, they need to pay me the royalty. Okay, so that's actually a patent. And to allow people to have patent, that's a job of the U.S. Patent Office. And U.S. Patent Office give you the privilege to have the exclusive right to sell or to collect royalty. That's the privilege they give you. But usually they give you 25 years, 75 years, a certain period of time that you can collect the royalty. If it's actually if the time is actually longer than that time, you will lose the privilege, and people can start to use it without paying you any royalty. Is that okay? Is that okay? Okay, next one. Next one is a trade secret. Okay, trade secret is the first type of the intellectual property. Okay, so let's see who actually know about trade secret. Okay, let me see. Tao Lu, okay, Tao Lu, do you know what's a trade secret?
No, I don't think I do.
You don't know trade secret? You do know there are some trade secret if I tell you, okay. How about Alex? Do you know what's trade secret?
Not really.
I think everybody know. You just nobody tell you, okay. How about Trista? Do you know what's trade secret?
Is it something like those company inside stuff?
Yes, it's a company inside stuff. Yes. So, for example, Coca-Cola's formula is a trade secret.
Yeah, like
so who knows Coca-Cola's formula? Nobody know. They may be luck somewhere or somewhere they put the formula, but nobody knows what's trade secret is. Okay, are they public or are they allow people to use it? So compare trade secret and patent. It's totally opposite. Trade secret, you don't allow people to use it. So KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken's formula to create chicken is a trade secret. Okay, Coca-Cola's ingredient and the formula to create a cola, that's also a trade secret. So who knows? Nobody knows. Only the internal people, they lock their formula in certain safe or in certain cabinet. Nobody except the family know it. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? That's called trade secret. So the difference between trade secrets and patent is that patent, I actually really allowed you to use it, and I would like to collect the royalty. Okay. Trade secret, I do not allow you to use it, and nobody, I don't want people to use it. Okay. But if you steal my trade secret, sorry, you are criminal case. So here we talk about intellectual property. One thing you must know, these are property. These are property. We call it intellectual property because they may not have the physical form. They may not take shape. They may not exist. They may not have physical existence. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? We call it intellectual property because sometimes they do not have the existence. They do not have any shape. They do not actually take form. So trade secret, you don't know where they are. It may be locked in the company. So when a company decided that this is trade secret, they never publish it. They don't allow any people to use it. They even don't want their employee to know it, right? That's called trade secret. On the other hand, patent is something you do want people to use it, but you want to collect money. So you file your patent application to US Patent Office, and then Patent Office give you the privilege to sell product or to license the invention to people, and you can collect a royalty for a certain period of time, maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years. That's called patent right. Patent, that's called patent. Okay, and patent is not a right. Patent actually is a privilege. That means that at a certain time, if U.S. government decided that you do not actually deserve to own the privilege, they can take away your privilege. Okay, just like your driver license, they can decide to take it away. Okay, copyright is different. Copyright, whenever you write something, you do not file it. You write a book, somebody copy you. You already had the copyright. You can sue them. Okay, that's called copyright. Okay, and then another one is trademark. Trademark means that there's a mark or some icon or some logo. I'm using it for many years, and that represent my product or represent my company. That's a trademark, and other people cannot use it or cannot copy it. They're called trademark. Okay, and these are different type of intellectual property that actually what we need to learn here. Okay, these are different properties. So to protect your property, okay, we have different law. Okay, we have different law. So we have patent law, we have copyright law, we have trademark law. Okay, we have different law. Okay, one important thing is the copyright. Okay, copyright, whenever you create something, you already own the copyright. Okay, people cannot copy it. Okay, and then and then there are certain licensing issue. Okay, to protect it, there are certain licensing issues. So usually you may see some book, it say that copyright all right reserved. Okay, you may see that some author or some book author or some people, they just write this word, copy, they just write this one, copy rights. Okay, all rights reserve. Okay. What does this mean? This really means that, okay, I don't know whatever you want to do, but whatever rights I would reserve, I don't actually give away to you unless that you come to me and ask for my permission. Otherwise, I have all my rights reserved. Okay? Is that okay? So whenever you create something, you already have a copyright. Your friend copy your book, copy your article, copy your anything, they validate your copyright. Okay, you do not need to go to U.S. Copyright Office to register your book to own your copyright. So it is a right. It's not privilege. It actually is a right. Once you write the poem, you own the right. You are born. You have the born after a birth. You already own the right to have freedom. You only own the right to the freedom of speech. Okay, that's already your right. That's not privilege. Okay, patent is a privilege. So patent is a privilege given to you. It's not your right. So it's not right. So basically, if they don't give you patent, that's okay. Patent office has the authority for giving you or not giving you the rights. Okay, copyright is different. Copyright, once you make it, you already have the right, and you can claim that all right reserved, so nobody can actually violate your right. Okay, nobody can override you that. But in certain cases, that you may want your copyright to be used. So here, one thing you must know is the Creative Commons. Creative Commons, okay, Creative Commons license, okay. So it's a Creative Commons license. You must learn it, okay. It's very important. This one's Chinese, okay. Sorry for that. You must know about the Creative Commons license, okay. You do see the CC, okay. That's actually Creative Commons license. For Creative Commons license, it means that, okay, people trying to give you the right to use, okay? So if you just put a logo of C, okay, that really means all right reserved. All right reserved means that you cannot copy, you don't get my permission, you cannot copy, you cannot reproduce, you cannot do anything, okay? That's called all right reserved. Above all right reserved, you can have a share license. Okay, you can share remix. You can share remix and count commercial. Okay, so what does this really means? Okay, Creative Commons is a standard way of licensing. So you just put a logo on your product or your book. You say it's a Creative Commons license. Okay. People means that you actually can share, okay? This people mark, it means a share. So basically, if you put this mark on Creative Commons, means that you can share it. You want to share it, okay? So people can read it, people can use it. If you put this as share, okay? If you want to reproduce, okay? Reproduce, you call remix, okay? This one actually you will okay. This equal is no derived work. Okay, no derived work. No derived work means that you allow people to use it, but you cannot based on my version 1 to create your own version 2. ND means no, you cannot do that. No derived work, only equal version, no greater version. Okay, no greater version. No, you cannot make a more advanced version based on my work. Okay. So here, second level, if you don't have equal sign, that means you allow them to have the derived work. Okay. If you have the equal sign, means that no, you cannot derive it. Okay. a dollar sign slash means that no commercial use. That means that you cannot use my license for commercial use. What that means? For example, I have a CD or movie. Okay, I would like to share the video, but you cannot say I build a theater and I actually use that your video to play in my theater. That actually already is a commercial use. So that may be not allowed if they have this no dollar sign. Okay, if you have no dollar sign. So Creative Commons is a standard package of how you would like to license your copyright to people. Okay, if you do not have anything, you just put the single copyright logo. Okay, that means all right reserved. All right reserved means that I don't want people to take away my right, no matter what format. Hello, is that okay?
Yeah.
So this one very important, okay? You must, this one is commonly tested item. So I'll post this Wikipedia's link. You must study it, okay? Must study this Creative Commons license. There are several levels of the license. More important part is this one, attribution, share or not share. If you have this one, means that you may copy, distribute, display, perform, okay, and make the right work. But if you have this one, that means that you can only, you don't allow them to have the derived work. You can only use existing copy or existing way of doing it, okay? Okay, and then non-commercial means that you cannot use it for business use, okay? So here you have different combination of Creative Commons. So the advantage of the Creative Commons is that you just put the logo and you already specify what type of license you allow people to use, okay? And you do not need to file for certain copyright to get it or to have the protection. You already specify your copyright based on Creative Commons license, okay? So it's just like you put a sticker and then you know that my product or my book or my invention already been protected in a certain way, okay? This is the so-called Creative Commons, okay? So copyright has this, you can use the Creative Commons for it, okay? Okay, there are 4 types of rights. We talk about it today, and then Creative Commons is for the rights, okay, for the rights. So there are other legal and ethical concerns, okay? For example, the streaming software allow you to watch your favorite movie, TV show at any time. Illegal streaming software, on the other hand, can buy the copyright and deprive creator of much needed revenue, okay? And you may have biased algorithms that can misrepresent or exclude people, okay? So there are certain issues that would concern, okay? And there are digital divide, okay? That raise an ethical issue. Okay, some computing devices conduct and analyze data through continuous monitoring of user activities. Okay, so these are some ethical concerns as well. Okay, computing device. Okay, so next one, I think let's stop here. Okay, next one we have digital privacy and also security and encryption. Okay, that's actually keep the other topic of the internet for the next week, okay? So right now we are 11 o'clock, okay? So let's come back 11 10th, okay? Let's give you a 10-minute break. Come back on 11:10, okay? We will actually do review progress, okay?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, let's get started, okay? This time I get started from the beginning part, okay? First question, let me have Alex Zhang. Okay, Alex. Number one.
Number one is D.
Okay, this somebody apparent. Okay, there's no others. There's, number two, Emma, please. Okay, what is the example of sharing image and allowing individual to scan them for a certain feature? Okay, so it's heuristic. No, heuristic is approximate algorithm. More law is a data trending. Okay, so this one is also no. Okay, container-mediated research is a bad research, so it should also no. So it's actually C on this one. Is that okay?
Yeah, what I said.
Yeah, but okay, this is C. Okay, next one. Number three, let me have Jiang. Okay, Jiang on this one. What's the name of programming code that's available to everyone to use or modify?
Open source software.
Yeah, open source software. Okay. Number four, let me have Malcolm. Number four. Creative Commons provide what?
Is it A?
No, not a free use. Okay. Not a free use. It should provide a licensing option. Is that okay?
Yeah.
What license option? We just discussed it a moment ago. How are the licenses that you actually give them? You allow them to whether share it or allow it to be reproducing or derived work or commercial use or not. You just put a logo, people will know whether this is share, this one allow derived work or allow commercial or not. Okay, is that okay? Okay.
Yeah.
So this logo, you must, each one of them, you must know, okay? At least this body one, and this equal sign, dollar sign, and the share alike, okay? This different one you need to know about. If you don't get any one of these, you just put a copyright. This means all right reserved. All right reserved means that you cannot use my copyright without my permission. Is that okay? That just only mean that. Okay, that's number four. Number five, let me have Michelle Wynn. Okay, Michelle, the ability to retrieve previously published data and the research rather than each organization paying for or collecting their own data to analyze example is an example of what?
B.
Here, the ability to retrieve previously published. So something that people already published, okay? And then okay, this one actually, number one is not Creative Commons license because there's no common, right? It actually is previous published data and the research. So there's no copyright. You can allow people to use it, okay? But it's data, so it's not software, so it's not open source. So it's down to the open access and free access, right? Right? To me, I cannot differentiate it, okay? I think it's the same, but the answer given by the book is C, is that okay? I won't say that B is wrong. I won't say that. Is that okay? Is that okay?
Yeah.
But maybe the open access is more formal way to do it, to say it, okay? But if I say this one, actually B and C both should be okay. And I don't think that College Board would have such a problem, this kind of problem, okay. Number 6, Nathan, yeah, okay, Nathan.
On B.
People trading personal information for perks from company is an example of which you are actually selling people's identifiable information. Okay, so I think this one number 6 is B, privacy concern. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah.
You're violating people's privacy. Number 7, Nico Wei. Okay. Which is a term showing someone's information based on prior search results.
The B.
No, it's A. You search for some shampoo on Amazon. Second day, the same shampoo being shown up in the advertisement section in your Facebook. Is that okay?
Oh, okay.
Target advertisement. Number 8, let me have Taolu, okay? Granting access after cleaning at least 2 steps of authentication. So use your password plus Face ID, whatever. Okay. What does that mean? What's that?
For number 8.
Yeah, number 8. What kind of authentication?
Multi-factor.
Multi-factor, yes. D. Okay, this one D. Okay, number 9, Trista. Okay, Trista. What is one way that does not prevent password cracking program from easily identifying your password? Which one does not prevent? So actually, which one is vulnerable to the hackers?
C.
C, easy for you to remember is not, okay? Easy for you to remember, actually, you can make it 25 words long.
Then
it should be D.
D.
Okay. So for example, like you put a name like Charlie or okay, Robert, okay, whatever. Those kind of names is easy to be understood, to be guessed. Is that okay? Okay, number 10, go back to Alex, okay? Using social engineer to trick people into use providing their information is called what?
B.
B, phishing, okay. Number 11, this one, actually, Emma, please.
Which one?
Number 11.
Digital divide.
Digital divide. Okay, these are actually very simple. Number 12, let me have Jason. Okay, Jason Lam. I did not call you last time. Hi, Jason. How are you? Number 12.
Hello.
Number 12.
Is this an example of
Based on digital storage, okay, many form of digital paper based on digital storage that collect personal information that not include responsibility.
responses for all ethnicities?
Is
Is this
example of what? They actually collect personal information.
is it B, partiality? Hello?
Yeah.
Is it B?
This one actually, the book say A bias.
Okay.
But I don't see any solution. For me, I say X, no answer. Okay. The book say A, but I don't see. Okay. So many form digital paper-based digital storage data that collect personal information do not include the responsible or ethnicities. Okay, what this really means is that, okay, I know why they actually say it actually is a bias, okay? But collect personal information does not include response for all. So this actually means that actually they collect the form, they collect a certain application form or some sort of survey form. So they may actually have some Asian to fill out the form, some black people to fill out the form, but they do not have white people to fill it. So you say that this is an example of bias. That's what they say on the book. Is that okay?
Okay.
But this one is actually arguable. You know what I'm saying? I don't agree 100% with this one because the problem statement by itself is not really clear. It's not clear enough that I would say this actually is some sort of unbiased. Actually, it's a sort of biased because they do not provide the information of what type of things they are actually collecting. Okay. Because if you actually work on a survey or, for example, like some sort of study for ramen, right? And you actually do survey on Asian, I think it's okay. So this one actually arguable. Okay, number 12, I say arguable. Number 13, let me have jump. Okay, jump number 13. Use an app to notify many people about child adoption, such as Amber Alert. This is called Amber Alert. Is what you kind of broadcast whatever your Amber Alert information to other people.
Number 13, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say is
Right here, keywords is many people, right? Which one have the many people? Only she and D has many people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So which one? Crowdsourcing is actually closer. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Crowdsourcing means that they lost the kids, but they want people to figure out and send in any information regarding the whereabouts of the kids. Okay. Number 14, let me have Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm, number 14. A business website check items that are viewed by the visitor to its site. The question cannot be answered. Which following question cannot be answered?
Would it be C?
C, they don't have the information. Yes. Number 15, let me have Michelle. Okay. Michelle Wynn. Number 15. Which of the following is an example of plagiarism? Okay. Okay, they have an answer over here, but you answer which one is an example of plagiarism. We based on your select. Is one a plagiarism?
No.
One, no. Two, a plagiarism.
Yeah.
Three, retype rather than copying, passing into a document.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you pick 2 and 3. Okay, 2 and 3 is C. Okay, but the book give you D. Okay, they say that one is also. I would say my personal, let's go back. Okay, so write about an idea you read about. Okay, if you write about something you read about, you kind of reproduce it. Okay, and you don't copy the word, you don't actually do anything else. Is that really a plagiarism? I don't think so. One, I actually personally don't think so. Is that okay? Is that okay? Unless like you follow the step of other people. If you're just saying about some idea you know about, okay. For example, people saying about AI and I talk about AI in my own word, I think that should be okay. That should not be considered as plagiarism. If not considered plagiarism, nobody can go to a test, okay. Everybody are cheating, so that's not possible. Okay, so this one I would say maybe 2 and 3. Okay, but the book will give you D. Okay, is that okay? Okay, number 16, Nathan, yeah. Okay, number 16.
D.
Symmetric key is used for D. When you both have that, you call it symmetric key. Okay, this one will be next week, but we just talk about it here. Okay, number 17. Let me have Nico Wade, number 17. Crystography today use which are the following. This one also the topic of the next week. We haven't covered it. Okay, so Christopher of the actually this one I think 17 is published algorithm available to everyone. Okay, algorithm known by only a few members know. It actually is a public known methods. Okay, so 17 is actually A. Is okay. Science cycle that's too simple is wrong. Okay. Number 18, let me have Taolu. Okay, number 18, Taolu. Computer virus can replicate after infecting a computer. How are they being transmitted? How that computerized virus being broadcasted?
Is it A?
Okay, yes, it's actually attention to a file. Okay, so this one good. Okay, we finish this one called McGraw-Hill review. Okay, next week we will use the parents, but we still have some time. So this we will review the 2018 College Board problem. Okay, this one is not any unit. Okay, we actually now not doing any units. Every unit will be included. Okay. So this one will be in the discuss format, okay, using discuss format. So here I'm going to upload it to the chatting side, okay. We still have 30 minutes, so we can work on this one. Okay, it actually is downloadable from the website, but I would like to discuss now, okay. It's downloadable from the website. So we start to review without chapter, okay, without a focus on a certain chapter. So it's a 2018 one. Let me set it, okay. And these caliber problems are more important, okay? We will review it. So number one, this one for Trista, okay, Trista Jin. This one, how to solve this one, number one.
B.
Boy or daughter, which one?
B.
Boy. Okay. B, boy,
Yeah.
right? Okay. Okay, this one is the so-called rotational swap, okay? So rotational swap, you have A, B, you want to swap, 3 and 4, you want to swap. You pick up your A to temporary variable, that's okay. And then you copy your B to your A. Step 1, you pick up your A to a temporary variable. Step 2, you copy your B to A. Step 3, you copy from your temporary back to your variable B. So that here you should have second assigned by temporary. So it should be yes. Okay. Okay, number two, let me see. So the file already been uploaded. If you need to have the file, please look at it. Okay. Number two, let's go back to edX. Okay. Number two, a bank customer received an email from sender claiming to bank employee. The email asks the customer to provide personal information and to call a cell phone number if she or he has questions. The customer suspects the email might be a phishing attempt. So what should he do? Okay, if he suspects that it's a phishing email.
B.
Okay, so this one always is to check the source or the website whether it actually is a good one or not. Okay, so calling the bank, our visual number S request of whether is legit or not. Okay, so this one I would say A, maybe. Okay, let's keep calling the phone number, giving the email, provide personal email over the phone. Okay, so which one have the risk? Okay, he actually is talking about which one has a risk. So A is okay, B would have the risk. Okay, B would have the risk. Yes. She checking the domain name. Okay, checking is actually okay. Conduct web search. Okay, that's actually okay. See if someone already been attacked by it. Okay. Okay, number 3, let me have AMA. Okay. Which of the following would be the best use of citizen science?
Sorry, C.
So what is citizen science? Citizen science is you allow citizens to participate. Okay. So number 1, in the same lab, no, you don't need that. Okay. Number 2, expensive equipment, no, you don't need that. Okay. If that required, then that's not citizen science. Okay. C, okay. D, specialized knowledge. Okay, no, you cannot rely on that. If your task need a special knowledge, that's not citizen science. Okay, that's for experts. Okay. So A is local, B actually expensive, C specialized. Okay, they are not right. Okay, number 4, let me go to Jason. Okay, Jason Lam. Okay. A student writing the program modeling whatever, okay, which of the following would generate result that would best store in Boolean value?
The best that it would probably be a simulation of flipping a fair coin.
Actually, it's head and tail. Okay, so it's a binary. So actually, yes, it's A. Okay, this one is a college board real problem. Okay, so it's not as compute same like the macro here. Okay, so it's actually better. Okay, it's actually better. Number 5, let me have jam. Okay, so you may need to download the whole PDF. Okay, so there's a tiki table like this. Okay, and then $5 extra for 3D movie, and then ABCD, which one is the solution? So if 3D, you add $5 for each person. Okay.
Mm, wait, can I see the graph again? The bar.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Can you scroll down?
So regular actually is $12, child and senior $9, okay, and $5 extra if 3D, okay. And then A, B, C, D, which one?
C.
A, B are wrong because you cannot force it to be $17, right? So A, B are gone. Between C and D, okay, between C and D, actually you check the zone of your data. Okay, so it's actually less than equals 12, okay, or age greater equals 60, okay, then you actually assign it to $9, but here you have the else. If 3D actually, so D does not check for 3D, so D is wrong, okay, only C is possible, okay. D does not check if the view is 3D, okay. Number six, let me have Jiang, okay, Jiang, let me see. What's the role of IETF? Okay, so you see IETF is okay to test, okay. So what is IETF?
It's A.
It's A, yeah, it's a developer the communication total. And we also talk about this another organization called IRTF. So what does IRTF do? We actually talk about it in the class today. There's an internet engineering task force, but there is also an internet research task force. So what's the job function of the internet research task force? Jiang, are you okay? This one?
Yes.
So what's the purpose of IRTF? Since they test the IETF, there is another one called IRTF.
It promotes research of importance to the evolution of IP applications, architecture, and tech.
So what does that mean?
It means that
do research, but those items may not be ready for standardization yet. Okay. Okay, number seven. Let me have. We have Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm number 7. What will be the result?
BA.
Okay, this one you assign star to be 1, end to be 20, current should be 3. Okay, and you assign your current to star. So here you actually change it to 3. Then your current increased by 1, so that become 4, right? Display your start, display your current. Number 7 is C, okay, not A. Is that okay? You got to write down something like this. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, number A, let me have Michelle Wen. Okay, number A. What is high-level language?
High-level languages like programming languages,
Mm-hmm.
like Python and Java.
Yes. And then which of these is the feature of the high-level language?
D.
Okay, so a language comprises of hardware logic, that's low-level language. Okay, that's synthesis, that's very low. Okay, that's not high-level language. Be a language in which instructions correspond directly to machine, that's a assembly. Okay, that's not a high-level language. A language easy for a computer to interpret, but difficult for people to interpret. That actually is also machine language, okay, or assembly. So the answer is D, okay. Okay, number 9, let me have Nathan, yeah, okay, number 9.
On B.
So they are name of the file, the name of the file, okay, date and time of the photo, geographic location, okay, which of the following can be determined by the photo described above, where the number of photos were taken at a particular geographic location. I think 1 is actually okay. 2, the number of photos taken in a certain year, there's a day and time, so that's actually okay. Number 3, the name of the person who took most recent photo. There's no person's name, so basically 3 is not okay. So the answer is A and B, okay. Number 10, let me have Nico Wei, okay, number 10.
Is it D?
Okay, what is iterative and incremental process of the program development? First, you need to know about what's the definition of this. So Michelle, I'm sorry, Nico, can you tell me what's your understanding for the definition of these two words, iterative and incremental process of program development?
It's like at least when you like work on together or like improve it together.
No. Okay, let's actually divide it into half. What is the iterative development? What is iterative development? If we just look at this word.
Like splitting and breaking it down.
No, that's top-down design, okay? Iterative development means that the same thing, you actually work on it several times, okay? What is the incremental process? That means you build from smaller one, test it completely, and then build on a bigger one, test it completely, and then build another bigger one, you test it completely. This is called incremental process. Is okay? In that case, it's easier to find the bugs. Is okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's why I try to say, okay, here we are talking about, here I'm trying to show you how these different problems are solved, okay? So I may ask other question, okay? This one, Taolu, okay? Taolu, how to solve this problem, number 11. Okay, you may need to scroll down the PDF, okay? You may need to do that. So here you have to have this this picture, and then
Can I see C and D?
yeah.
Okay, like, can I see the graph? Okay.
So basically, the center of this each of the circle is actually 3, 6. Okay.
Is it B?
5, 4, and then 7, 2. Okay. So basically, you either go this way. This way, the vector would be +2 and then -2. Okay. Or you go this way. Okay, you go this way, it actually is -2 +2. Okay. So based on these two vectors, you can basically choose this.
So is it B?
B is possible if you, okay, D is also possible, right? But D actually, X actually is -2. Okay, so D drop, okay. A, B are wrong, so you can only choose B, okay? Is that okay? This one is number 11, okay? 11 is B, is that okay? Based on the vector. Based on the vector, either delta X equals 2, delta Y equals -2, or delta X equals -2, delta Y equals 2. Is that okay? Hello, is that okay? Okay,
Yeah, that's okay.
that's a way solve it, okay? Next one, twister. So here you have the spin of the wheel, okay, wheel the spin. And then which one will give you the chance, the correct design or simulation of this wheel of spin, okay? Or you may need to download the PDF, okay? This one is too long. Okay, Trista, hear me?
Yes, I'm trying to get the PDF. But it's really slow. Can you scroll a little for me?
So actually, I would say A and B are wrong because you only have the random number 1 and 3 number. So 3 number based on these 2, you cannot generate some probability that give you the 1/6. Okay, 1/6 is not okay. So let's have this one. We actually have such a chart. So yellow, blue, and the red. Okay, this is the chart you want to generate. Want to simulate, okay?
Okay.
And then A, B are wrong because you don't have that. So C and D, which one is the answer?
Oh, can I look at the? Okay.
The chart already draw it for you, okay? Red is 2/3, blue and yellow 1/6.
C.
No.
Not. Wait. It's
C. You read only 1/6. So it's D. D. You have 2/3 of the probability for red. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay, this one, yeah, this one is too long. Okay, anyway. Let me see. Okay, numbers 13 to 14. Okay, let me go back to Alex, please. Numbers 13. So number 13 is that you keep doing this 2 more years later, what should be? How much you improve every year?
Around like 0.5.
0.5 or 0.4. So which one should it be? 2 years later.
B.
B, yes. Okay. Number 14. Number 14 for Emma. Okay. So what is the hypothesis?
Can I see the data table? Okay, can you scroll down to the question?
So basically, the only thing that changed is here you keep the increasing rate, okay? Here you kind of go up at a certain range. Okay, this one is a constant for a while. This one to see a drop after app being released, okay? Okay?
Yeah.
So basically, okay, so basically this different thing, which one actually is the trending that you will show?
D?
D, yes, okay, this is D, yes. Okay, numbers 15, let me have Jason, okay, Jason Lam, number 15.
All right. The following best compares the value displayed for programs A and B.
What would A print and what would B print?
Hold up. Okay. Give me a second. Okay, hold up. A and B, no. Let's see. It's different. Okay, so what ends up happening with this one is that A will print out the numbers 1 through 9, I believe. Hold up, 1, 2. Yeah, 1 through 9. While
1 to 10. 10 also be printed. I increase to 10, I still equal, it will still go in.
No,
I
for A. For
For
That's
A,
because
A will
if it gets
print,
to 10,
it
if it gets to
10.
10, it won't print.
Print what 10 will be printed.
No, because it will repeat until I is greater than
Yeah.
10.
So here you have
Oh.
10, you go back, you still will print 10.
I can't read. I can't read. I'm sorry. That's my bad.
How about B? B will be printed. So A will be print 1 to 10.
That one would print, I believe, 1 to 11.
No.
It gets to 10 plus. No, it will print
11 cannot be counted. It will print from 2 to 10.
Interesting. Okay.
You'll print 2 to 11 actually.
Yeah, it would print 2 to 11. It would print to 11.
Okay, it is both program, you need to be careful. Yeah.
Sorry, that's my bad. I didn't really.
Okay, let's look at this. Okay, the whole thing is that you must check the boundary condition. Okay, boundary condition, you get one, when you go to, you print 1, so 1 will be printed, right? So 1, no problem. So 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. Okay, now let's go to print 9. Okay, after print 9, you increase to 10. You still go in, print it, so 10 will be printed. Is that okay?
Yeah, I understand.
And then 11 won't. Okay, so this one stop there. Okay, this one okay, this one up to 10. How about the right hand side? Right hand side does actually also use the boundary condition. One will not, one go
Would the
in.
answer for this one be C then?
1 will not be printed, okay? So 1 will increase to 2, so 2 will be printed, okay? 2 printed, keep going, until let's assume that here we go to 9, okay? So print 9, after print 9, you also come back, you increase to 10, you print 10, okay? Print 10, and then you go back, it's not greater than 10 yet. So you actually advance to 11. So print 11 and then stop. Is okay?
Yeah, so I think it actually might be
So
C for the
2
answer.
to 11. So the answer is actually C. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Any question? Okay. Which actually answer is not that important. I want you to really pick up how to solve the problem. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let me see. This one we have. Okay. Wait, this one is Jason, right? So this one, Jiang, okay? Number 16, Jiang.
C.
Okay, A, do they need to be the same operating system or not?
No.
No. You can have Android talking to iPhone, iMac, okay? So there's no iOS, okay? So there's actually no need to be the same OS. B, device connected to internet assign digital certificate. Digital certificate are not given when the internet being assigned. It actually is when you have security access. Okay, so B is not. Okay. C is device declared internet assign IP address. Yes. D, every device connected internet require high bandwidth connection. No, there is no such need. Okay. For redundancy, actually is hardware redundancy. They do not need to have the high bandwidth. Okay. Number 17, let me have Michelle Wen. Okay, Michelle. This one is about copyright, okay? So a person read the review and download a certain open, okay? So which of the following may not be the result of this? It may not be the result of this. Number 17. Okay, A, where the advertisement display from different website. After you search, that's possible, right? That's actually target advertisement, so that's possible. How about B, open review for other people who are nearby will display to user? Yes, that will also be possible. How about C, similar artists be recommended? Yes, after that it still be target marketing. So A, B, C are all target marketing. Only D, okay. D, you will violate the digital copyright. No, you will not. Okay, is okay. And then there's a problem that DMCA. What's that? Okay, you have to search internet to study. Is okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one DMCA primarily saying that okay, when they have a website and then they actually have some music allow people to download, and then the website will waive the responsibility for the content. So something like, okay, for example, like the song actually playing the content, including that somebody saying that, okay, let's actually do what? Let's do have a revolution, okay? And that's actually some people generate a song like that and put onto the internet on a certain website. And I'm a website hoster, okay? But I do not have that DMCA liability. Okay? Is that okay? I'm not responsible for that. Is that okay? So Facebook is not responsible for any individual person's behavior or speech. Is that okay? Hello, hi Michelle, is that okay?
Yeah.
Search internet for the DMCA, okay? Number 18, let me have Nathan, yeah, okay? Which one will help reduce the digital divide?
D.
One, provide free education, yes. B, two, provide low-cost computing device, yes. Okay. 3, provide network infrastructure for remote area, yes. Okay, this one, 1, 2, 3. Number 19, Nico, please. Nico Wei. So there's a population researcher. Which one is the wrong way to do study for him? If the original simulation is not accurate, and then how can you improve? And which one of the following will not improve?
C.
C, take out the model, make it even simpler. That won't improve. Is okay? You already miscalculate. You don't want to reduce the detail. Okay. Number 20, Tao Lu. Okay. So which one is not metadata? So which one have the contents, but not the metadata? Which one is related to contents?
The date.
No, A is related to the content. Archive means that you back up the data. Is okay?
Okay.
You have an image of the person. The backup you actually make a zip file that is including content, so that's not metadata. Okay. The author title of the book, the date of the book, the genre of the book is actually all metadata. Is okay? Metadata will help you to do searching of the data. Is okay? But it's not related to the content. A related to the content of the data. Okay, today let's work on up to here. Okay, we finished 20 problems in 2018. This is a college board problem, a real problem, so it have very few confusion. Okay, almost none. Okay. Okay, if any question about this course or the exam so far? Okay, if you don't have question, we can be dismissed. Okay. And students who have question, please, you can stay. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye bye now. Bye bye.